We are live, my friends. Happy Sunday, everyone. Now, the headline, why I think Uber and Lyft is totally worth it. No, it's not a bait and switch title, ladies and gentlemen. I truly think that if you are a driver, a veteran driver, or a newbie, or someone who has just signed up to drive, Uber and Lyft are totally worth it. And here is why. This is your chance as an independent contractor for the next 2 to 3 years. Because let's be honest, by then, city by city, we are replaced with autonomous vehicles. So why would the rideshare professor suggest that Uber and Lyft are totally worth it? I tell you why. Because they do all the recruiting for you. They spend the money bringing in riders and passengers that can become your private clients. And if you're in the feed and you're watching this, leave a comment below if you have ever driven a private client, if you have ever considered recruiting Uber and Lyft riders, passengers into your company, into your LLC, into your private operation, because every trip is an opportunity. And yes, it's shit pay. It's ultra shit pay. The earnings are rock bottom. I'm not promoting Uber and Lyft from an earnings point of view. I am promoting Uber and Lyft because it offers you the opportunity as an independent contractor with the right methods, with the right skill set to convert all of those Uber and Lyft riders into your own personal clients. And I'm not kidding you when I say that you probably have 2 to 3 years time left on the platform. Hopefully your car can go that duration. But you probably have 2 to 3 years time before city by city we get replaced with Waymo, Cruise, maybe Tesla Robotaxi. I don't think they're quite ready. But the game plan, crystal clear. Risha and Koshashawi want to plug in all the autonomous vehicles, and goodbye drivers. So why not? Just hear me out. Hear me out. Why not use that 3-year window, that 3-year time frame to bring those people across to you? And that doesn't mean aggressively going after every Tom, Dick, and Harry that gets into your car. No, not at all. I'm not saying that. I want you to be selective. I want you to be very selective for the next 1, 2, 3 years before you get replaced with an autonomous vehicle. I want you to cherry pick and hand pick your riders and passengers that you think would be a good fit to your business, that would enrich, that would enhance your business, people that you'd love to drive multiple times. And the golden rule, the easiest way to find out if these individuals can become your private clients, and again, like I said, please share if you have ever driven a private client. Please share if you've ever gone, maybe off the platform and a rider has said, hey, can you do a cash deal? Or you have said, hey, by the way, here's my business card. I can offer you that same trip as a cash deal. Or you pay with a credit card, or you pay with Venmo if you are a repeat rider, And I've perfected this conversion, rider to private client, rider to private client. I've really perfected that because I don't aggressively go after every single person. But The reason why I want to be on the Uber and Lyft platform less and less. A few years ago, I was recruiting like crazy, and everyone that I brought across from Uber and Lyft as a rider into my own company, guess what? They went out and told 2 or 3 other people, right? Because yeah, Vanessa, you're right, because if 2025, 2026 rolls around, Atlanta, you'll see Waymos. Austin, Texas, you'll see Waymos. Los Angeles, you see Waymos driving around. San Francisco, they've already done hundreds and hundreds of thousands of trips that they've taken away from you. And why set yourself up for disappointment in 2 to 3 years' time? You're financing this car. Why set yourself up for the day when Uber and Lyft turns around and says, you know what, we don't need you anymore. Thank you very much. You've done your job. We now have AVs, or we're now exclusively going with autonomous vehicles. Or even worse, hey, we did a deal with Tesla Robotaxi. Uber says, you know what, we did a big deal with Tesla Robotaxi. In 3 years' time, bye-bye driver. So don't kid yourself. Don't be fooled. Don't be naive, my friends. Go out there, take those Uber and Lyft riders, passengers, and make them yours. Because it's your car, it's your rules. Nobody tells you or me what we can or cannot do in our vehicles. We're independent contractors. We can set ourselves up as independent marketing machines. Thank you very much, Uber. Thank you very much, Lyft, for providing me that rider. This is a possible candidate for my future company. Thank you. This is another potential client for my future company. Right? And it is only those people, and please listen carefully at this point, it's only those people you enjoy getting on with, right? In the car. You have a great conversation. You feel that your energy is aligned. You feel that you have the mindset, the same mindset. You feel that you're sharing the same values, whatever topic you're talking about. And when these people are going back and forth, and the dialogue is going back and forth between you and the Uber rider, or you and the Uber Lyft rider, and you know you have a quality person in your car, you know you have someone with morals, with integrity, fun, good conversation. You're really enjoying that conversation. Every private client of mine that I have today, 380 plus clients, I have amazing, amazing conversations. I learn from them. Hopefully they learn from me. And if they want their peace and quiet because they're on a phone call, or if they're on a computer, I give them their peace and quiet time. But when they're in my car, I become a better person because of them. Because I've aligned myself with someone that I want in my car, that I potentially want to build out a long-term business relationship, obviously a transportation, in my case transportation and security, but it could possibly lead to bigger and better things. You know, today I dropped in at my client's house for a lunch. They invited me over in Hidden Hills. So this is why I'm saying it's still worth it. It's still totally worth it being on Uber and Lyft, because the way I see it, and that's why I said my answer may shock you, is that they are providing me an opportunity. They are bringing me riders. They're spending billions and billions of hundreds of millions of dollars on marketing, recruiting new riders in my zip code, wherever I am. And every single time somebody gets into my car, it's an opportunity for me to convert that individual into my own client, meaning they only want to drive with me. They feel safe with me. They know I'm reliable. They know I'm punctual. They know my car looks good from the inside and the outside. They know my car smells good. They know they can count on me. They know I deliver. And And I say thank you all day long. Thank you, Uber. Thank you, Lyft, for bringing me those clients. And of course, out of all these 380 clients, no, they're not all Uber and Lyft clients. They're not all people that I solicited off the platform. No, don't get me wrong. Many of those people, maybe I'd say 100 or 120, maybe 150 people at max came from Uber and Lyft. Majority came from Uber, and the rest were referrals. So if I can bring an Uber rider across, a quality person, someone that I feel like I want to get them my card, they must have my business card. I hope to drive them in the future. I hope you give me a call. I look forward meeting you again. And that quality person then maybe brings me 2 or 3 additional quality people, because it's those quality people that align themselves with other good people. I don't want to go into a situation every single day, maybe as an UberX driver, and have to fear, oh my God, I hope the wrong person doesn't get in my car. If I'm a Chicago driver, I hope and pray before I start my engine that I don't get carjacked today. I hope and pray that someone never pulls out a gun or a knife in my car, right? I hope that day never comes. But I go in with a different attitude today, because now that I have all these private clients, quality people, quality referrals, I know them. I know their children. I know their habits. I know when they travel. I know why they call me, whether it's for business, whether it's for holidays, whether it's for events. And they all have one thing in common. They never threaten me. I never feel threatened by them. And I can relax. It's not a healthy job being in rideshare and worrying every day. I mean, a lot of female drivers that have to worry about some drunkard hitting on them, touching them, harassing them, or you driving late at night in Maryland or oh, Thomas Gibson in the house. Thomas knows what I'm talking about. Thomas knows exactly, because he's a veteran. He's a veteran through and through. Yes, he does Uber, but he knows how to bring those people across. He's right there, San Diego Rideshare Pro. I mean, you some of the people that have been in Thomas's vehicle, he's based in San Diego. He drives up to Orange County. He drives up to LA. But it's the quality, the caliber of people that he has handpicked, cherry-picked out of that portfolio of Uber riders that has made him who he is today. And correct me if I'm wrong, Thomas, in what I'm trying to share with the people, that it's still totally worth it being on Uber and Lyft. Not for the earnings, my friends, not for the safety, the poor safety, but for the leads, for the people that they can possibly bring into my newly established company, my transport company. And I'm pretty damn sure if you'd ask Thomas, and we get together periodically, Thomas, myself, and Paul Figueroa in San Diego or LA, and we talk about this topic. I am truly grateful for Uber and Lyft for 2 reasons. The Uber fleet program has made me a fortune. It allowed me to build my portfolio of cars. 1 car, 2 car, 3 cars, 5 cars, 10 cars, 20 cars, 30 cars, 40 cars, 50 cars, 50 plus vehicles stacked in the fleet program, leasing them out every week from $450 to $650 per week. Thank you, Uber Fleet. You've been good to me. Good to them. Giving me all those riders and passengers who are now my clients. And when these Uber clients, the private clients, fly around the country, they have the equivalent of me in New York. They have the equivalent of me in Las Vegas or any big city that they go to. Because they make damn sure if they come across a good driver, ladies and gentlemen, which we are, if they come across a 5-star driver, they try to establish a relationship. Whether you're in London, Paris, LA, New York, it does not matter. These people that have the money create those relationships with Thomas in San Diego, with Torsten the rideshare professor in LA. So they go to guy or they go to girl or they go to backup driver that we supply, because we can't satisfy every trip. We get double bookings, we get triple bookings, and we have to hand those leads. These are all quality leads that we share with our portfolio of drivers. And this is how you have to think. So if you are fearful, if you are too afraid,
in 2 miles, take the exit to merge onto Ventura Freeway.
You know, this is not for me. I'm totally happy with Uber, with Lyft X. I'm totally happy on the Excel platform. That's cool. I'm super, super happy for you. I really am. But I think you're losing out big time if you are not exploring, private clients. I really, really, truly think that you are losing out. What are you doing, man? Punk. Fucking dumbass. There was a Suburban, actually a TCP number. Let me see. Totally cut me off and then gave me the finger. Fuck the guy up. Nah. Don't need any road rage. The guy can gladly pull over. Oh, now he's too afraid to pull over. I'm like, hey, pull over. He's not pulling over. I gotta be careful, man. I don't tolerate bullshit. Let me just switch this. Sorry about that. Nick says, what is your reason for driving Uber and Lyft and being worth it? It's absolutely not. You see, it had you come into the stream in the beginning, into the live stream, it's not worth it from the earnings point of view. It's not worth it from the stress, from the safety, the security point. It's not worth it. But it is worth it if you are a salesperson and a recruiter and you know how to take those clients away. So I say, thank you very much, Uber, for all of those riders you're providing me. You get it now, Nick? The leads, the leads, the leads, the leads, the leads. You convert the leads. Thank you, Uber, for the leads. Thank you, Lyft, for the leads. Thank you, Uber, for the leads. Thank you, Lyft, for the leads. You convert them all day long. Does that make sense? Nick, are you listening? Or are you asleep there on your couch on a Sunday watching football and you've had 6 or 7 beers? Are you tuning in or are you tuning out? I just told you right now why it is worth it. And I mean, I'd love to have Thomas in on this conversation. He said it right there. Thank you for the leads. So yes, it is totally, totally worth it. If you already know you're going to be replaced in 3 years' time, let's be honest, you are going to be replaced. Everyone's going to be replaced with a robotic vehicle, with an autonomous vehicle. Thank you very much. We don't need you anymore. So why not use those next 3 years to recruit all those people? Because I'm telling you what, 2/3 of the population don't trust the technology, will not get into an autonomous vehicle. Some people trust it, and they won't be your future clients. But these people that have money, they want to be driven around. They want to go from here to there, from this restaurant to that show. Well, they don't want to order another autonomous vehicle and another autonomous vehicle and wait for another autonomous vehicle in the rain and wait for another autonomous vehicle in the rain. No, they want someone who is ready to roll from A to B to C to D. I did 9-hour booking the other day. 9-hour booking. If it was raining, that would have been a nightmare for those people. Would have been a nightmare. We probably did 7 stops. So you're trying to tell me that that individual would have gone out and ordered 9 AVs? Hell no. I'll take a private driver. Thomas says, by the way, my Kia 2024 Niro is no longer comfort on Uber. Oh, Tara says 10 years ago. Oh yeah, 10 years ago, it was worth the earnings and was totally worth it 10 years ago. And again, like this live feed, when I say Uber and Lyft are totally worth it, they're totally worth it if you're open to the idea to start servicing your own private clients. Because if you are, they're all there waiting for you. They're all there ready to take your business card. They're all there ready to text you or call you or email you to book your first trip with you. They're there, they're waiting. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Or do you say, you know what, I'm gonna just take this abuse, I'm gonna take this shitty pay and just see how long it goes until I finally just give up. Let me just see how long I can stick it out with UberX and Lyft until I finally call it a day. A lot of people are calling it a day because the numbers are not right. But I tell you, the numbers with private clients, ask Thomas, they are right. Interesting accent. So I'm born in Washington, D.C. By birth, I'm an American citizen. And the accent is a combination of South Africa and Europe, because I spent equally as many years in Europe as I did in South Africa. So it's a little bit of a combo accent. Slade is in the house. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you, brother. It was funny early on. I'll tell you a funny story. I went for lunch and I wanted to use the restroom. The restroom was broken. I walked across the street to Starbucks. Restroom was out of order. So I hit up 3 places, right? My intention was to go to a restroom. I couldn't get a restroom. And you know that feeling when you need to piss so badly? I mean, your bladder is hurting, right? When you have to piss so badly. I'm like, shit. So I park the car next to these bushes, open the door. I can't see anyone. Nobody can see me. You know, I'm not going to just piss in public. But I had to go, ladies and gentlemen. I had to go. So I'm standing there, looking around. Nobody can see me, taking a piss. And I didn't realize in these bushes, about 6 feet away from me, 6 feet away from me, there was this homeless guy. And this particular area has a lot of homeless people. He was passed out in the bushes. And maybe he heard me pissing there by the trees. And he got up and he freaked out. He didn't see me. He didn't see me. I wasn't exposed. I was hiding behind a door. It's like, hey, what the hell are you doing? I said, I'm pissing you, dude, right here. And this homeless guy, and I've seen him before, he's a trash talker. He thinks he can lecture me or school me. He said, you got to go to a restroom. And I said, trust me, I tried 3 restrooms. I had to go, I got to go. You have a problem? And here's this guy with all his trash, the shit on the floor, his crap, and he's trying. I said, shut the fuck up. I mean, look at you. You've got all your trash, all your crap on the floor. You never clean up. You do this every single day. You know, I'm paying taxes to keep you alive, and here you think you're fucking trash talking me. Fuck off. Give you 30 seconds. And he could see I was angry. I mean, I would have walloped this guy a good one. And then he took off, and he left all his trash there. But I'm telling you, man, if you gotta go, you gotta go. You gotta go, you gotta go. But I think that guy just woke up from a bad hangover and got the fright of his life. He sees this guy over him taking a piss. It's quite funny. I always go to the restroom. I go to Starbucks, wherever I can find a restroom. I don't like the people that just trash the restrooms. They just piss all over they leave it all dirty, and baristas have to clean up after these disgusting pigs. I mean, man, treat the restroom like your own restroom. It's the sad thing, if you guys ever been to any of these restrooms at the airport at LAX, it's a dump. They don't spend the money on cleaning. They don't spend any money on staff cleaning up these toilets. They don't supply enough paper. It's terrible. And we have to work in these conditions. It's disgusting. We're making them all this, but they can't spend a little bit of money to keep these facilities. It's disgusting. I've been to a few airports. I've been to events, been to Coachella. They will not spend any money cleaning our toilets. And just a message to these executives, if you're listening, if we gotta go, we gotta go. We're doing your work. We're bringing in the money. And if you want us to be at a facility or at an airport driving your clients or at an event, make damn sure you spend some money and have toilet paper and clean porta potties. And we're not asking for much. We're really not asking for much. Just disgusting how these people don't want to live in. You think Daryl Khosrowshahi and David Risher want to live in those conditions? Do you think they want their children to go to those porta potties? No. Treat us with some damn respect, man. We're humans. It's disgusting. Anyway, I don't know how I came up with that one, but the topic. Again, I'm not promoting Uber and Lyft in this video from an earnings point of view. I'm not saying, it's totally worth driving for them. The money is still good. No, the money is crap. We all know. Whether you're on Comfort, whether you're on Green, whether you're on Uber Pet, whether you're on Shared, whether you're on Uber Teen, or whether you're on Uber Black SUV, Uber XL, Uber X. The pay is trash. The pay is trash. All these guys are thinking about, can we get to the promised land in 3 years' time and do a deal with robo-taxis, do a deal with Cruise, do another deal with Waymo in this city, that city, because they want to replace the drivers. And my attitude is the following: the sooner you wake up, the sooner you smell the coffee and say, you know what, maybe there's some truth in what he's saying, that my shelf life with Uber and Lyft, it's limited. What? We don't know if it's limited for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. But why not use that time and convert all those free leads that they're giving you, all those free rider and passenger leads that they're giving you, convert them to your own clients. That's my point. That's the entire point of my live feed. Be grateful for those leads, because they will become your private clients. And guess what? 100% of what that private client pays goes in your wallet. in your bank account. It's not like, oh, I got to hand over all these external fees. I got to hand over my tips because they're stealing my tips. No, this is your money. This goes directly from the private client into your account. So why not go in with the attitude, thank you, this is worth it. Thank you for this lead. Thank you for that lead. Thank you for this lead. Thank you for that lead. Thank you for that lead, because that lead just brought me 5 referrals. Thank you for that lead over there. They gave me 1 referral. And where did it all start? It started with a conversation in Uber and Lyft, right? Yeah, good question there. Yep says, when are we starting a new rideshare app? I hope and pray that more rideshare apps come out city by city. I hope we get more co-ops. I hope we get more Y rides. I hope we get more rides companies and other players in the field. The more the better. Because the more competition in the field, the more Uber and Lyft have to step up and satisfy your needs. Because if they're not, you're leaving them. You're going elsewhere. You follow the money. And I found out very, very quickly when Uber and Lyft were not paying me my worth. And I just started recruiting 380 private clients, my friends. Not every one of those came from Uber and Lyft. Many of those are referrals. But I was not going to work for trash. I was going to take that rider, satisfy one trip, and then the next trip, they're booking me. And the next trip, they're booking me again, and again, and again. 100% in my pocket, 100% in my pocket. 100% in my pocket. I absolutely refuse to share my hard earnings in a 70-30% split. 70% for the company, 30% for me. Hell no. Absolutely refuse. The czar is in the house. Just Digital Simulations is in the house. Mike is in the house. Sorry, you can see I got the sun shining in my frickin' eyes here. Pounding. But anybody watch the games? I believe the Rams beat the Raiders. I believe the Chiefs beat the 49ers. Any other games we can report on? Any other games on NFL Sunday? My wife is from Kansas City, so she's a huge Chiefs fan. Mahomes. You've got to just score touchdown after touchdown after touchdown with these private clients. Every time you've converted an Uber or Lyft rider into your private client, touchdown. Touchdown 100%. Touchdown 100%. Juan says, question, is it expensive to get the accreditation and or commercial insurance? Yes, it is. I'll be honest, it is. I mean, we know that rideshare insurance, private insurance, commercial insurance has gone up a lot. We also know that Uber and Lyft use that insurance excuse to gouge us with external fees. But once you have, look, it's not like you're saying, you're getting your commercial insurance. It's a big commitment, right? It's a huge commitment. Regular insurance to rideshare insurance is already a big step up. It's more expensive. From rideshare insurance to commercial insurance, it's a massive step up. But you're still driving on Uber and Lyft. But week after week after week, you're just converting those leads, those Uber and Lyft riders into your clients. And the more and more you funnel into your system, the less and less you worry about commercial insurance. So if you're committing to commercial insurance, the way I see it, and the way I've spoken to thousands of drivers, you got to kick ass in those first 6 months. In those first 6 months, you probably will be taking a slight step backwards. I'm going to be very honest. You'll take a step backwards in your earnings because you're shelling out this money for the commercial insurance and you're starting to recruit your riders, and you're paying more than the regular rideshare insurance. But after 6, 12, 18, 24 months, you won't even think twice about your commercial insurance, because now you have so many private clients that are paying you 100%. No brainer. No brainer. We have 58 people in the house. I kindly ask you, I'm driving through the canyons here, I might lose reception briefly. I kindly ask you to hit the like button. Looks like this. Thumbs up, everybody thumbs up. And again, if you, key is the Amethyst Queen. I like that name. If you're coming into the feed at this point, you might think I'm crazy when I say it's totally worth it still being on Uber and Lyft. And again, I'm going to repeat myself, not from an earnings point of view, not from a safety security point of view, but from a leads point of view, from an opportunity point of view, that every Uber and Lyft rider in your car can become your private client. I'm grateful for that client. I'm grateful for that client. I mean, this whole weekend, I worked my ass off day and night. I worked day and night this weekend. Pushed crazy hours. And I still have to tally up how much I made this weekend through all my private bookings, my private clients. But it was a big money weekend. I almost worked myself to a standstill. I mean, the one day, when was it? Friday? Early morning, right through till 3 a.m. the next morning. And I slept from 3 a.m. till 8 a.m. I slept 5 hours, and then was another full day and half a night. Went till 1 a.m. on Saturday. And I woke up this morning and I'm on my third. So you can say no. I can say no. Sorry, I'm not going to schedule anymore. I'm not going to fill out my calendar. You can say no. If you're very good at managing your time, which in my world I've perfected, I can dedicate time to my YouTube channel, I can dedicate time to my live feed, I can dedicate time to my social media team, I can dedicate time to my developers of my .coms, or the builders, or the carpenters, or the tilers, whoever I work with. I know how to use my time. And I can still do all of that while I'm knocking out these private trips. And if I'm double booked or triple booked, guess what? My backup driver gets it. My backup driver's happy, my backup driver's happy, my backup driver's happy, and I'm getting 20% referral from that backup driver, 20% referral from that backup driver. So you market yourself social media wise and get your business cards out in car with the people that you enjoy being with in your vehicle, those people you headed off with, those people that you feel like, damn, it's got the same energy, they're funny, they're great conversation. Bam, business card. Bam, business card. Bam, business card. Only with like-minded people that I can see, envision being my private clients. Because I thoroughly, first impression counts, right? First impression lasts. Because that first encounter with that Uber or Lyft rider was positive. I'm excited to convert them into my private client. That's how you got to think. All day long. And a guy Whether you like his channel or you don't like his channel, but he's really mastering this. He's becoming really good at it. Is Jeff Watts. He's just converting, right? And, you know, bought a second car. I think it's a Ford Expedition or so. Jay Martinez in the house. Juan Man Show in the house. Steve On in the house. Question, what's the best way to turn a Lyft client into a private client? I'm going to answer that again. When you have that Lyft client, that Lyft rider in your car, and I don't know, Stephen, how many people you drive daily. Let's say 15. Let me just throw out a number, 15 different people. Ask yourself, out of those 15 people you are driving every day, 15 new people, right? 1 week, if you're driving Monday to Sunday, you're driving 105 new people, 7 times 15. 105, right? 15 a day times 7 days, 105. 105 opportunities, 105 potential leads. If only 5 of those 105, just 5 of the 105, 5%, that really had a good time in the car, conversation-wise, out go those 5 business cards. Guess what? The other 100 or the other 95 don't get it, because you cannot see them as your potential clients, or you were not able to read them. I'm not saying, hey, hand out a business card to every person. I'm just saying hand out a business card to the person you feel comfortable with, to the person you feel aligned with. Alignment is a big thing, my friends. Like-minded, aligned people. Very important. Tesla tripping in the house. Fragile. Hi. Got a lot of cool new names and faces here. Wonderful. Please be so kind and hit the like button. And again, I'm not making the video he made. What I'm trying to get across is that in 3 years, they are replacing you and I. So use those next 3 years, those 1,000 plus days you have left on these platforms, to take as many leads, clients, and make them yours. Own them. Take ownership of those clients. No more Uber clients. They are now my client in LA. And that client has another driver in New York when they're going traveling. How they do? They'll text the guy in New York, hey, I'm arriving on Monday, 6 p.m. Can you pick me up at JFK? Can you pick me up in New York? And then they leave the East Coast and they fly back to the West Coast, and I get a text, hey, can you pick me up at 8 o'clock in the evening at LAX or Burbank? That's how these people roll. They cherry pick the best driver, potentially you, and then they make that driver, which is you, their permanent driver, their permanent go-to guy or girl. They'll text you, they'll hopefully give you advance notice, not last minute. I have some last minute people, but most of my people give me a lot of advance notice. Oh, good question. Juan says, how do you determine your rates? That is a great question, and I do believe I have a great answer for you. How do I determine my rates? Firstly, when that client is traveling from Calabasas to LAX, I'm in Los Angeles. That's a 1-hour trip. And I can see, based on the category that they booked, black or comfort, how much they are paying for that. So if they are booking a black SUV, they're paying about $220, $240. To sell myself to them long term as their driver, I can say, am I correct in saying that you're paying anywhere from $220 to $240 for the Uber trip to LAX, to the airport. Yeah, you're right. Well, I've already researched that. I know what he's paying. I know what she's paying. So I said, you know what, in future, I can do that trip for $175. I'll save you $50 or $75. Really? Yeah, because I don't have to share my money with Uber and Lyft. It goes in my pocket. I can do this for $175. Wow, that's amazing. And when they try you out for the first time, the first virgin trip with you in the car, and they paying you cash, or with Venmo $175, and they realize, wow, I've just saved myself $50 to $75 here. That's 3 cocktails when I arrive in New York. I'm going to use this dude again. I'm going to use this girl again. I spoke to Mary. Mary is a friend of mine. She's in my channel. I don't think she's in here right now. She's building, and she's Torsen, following your formula. You have to turn people away. I've got so many private clients. She has a nice sedan. She's priced herself well. She's not gouging. She's not charging them external fees and external bullshit. She's giving them a good rate, just like I give my clients a good rate, whether it's for multiple hours, whether it's just for one way, for one trip, whether it's for a drop-off, whether it's for a pickup. And when they realize you're not ripping them off, and when they realize you're giving them a good deal and you're punctual, they will stay with you for life, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have 3 years left before you become replaced with an autonomous vehicle or with a Tesla robotaxi that maybe Dara Khosrowshahi plugs into their platform, and they're aggressively buying now. They have billions of dollars. They're buying Expedia. They're buying. They've got money now. They want to grow. They want to create relationship. BYD, they're 100,000 vehicles with a Chinese company. That is where they are going. Let's not be stupid here. Let's not forget where they are going. This is the direction that they're heading into. So I don't want to be left behind after 3 years. So how do I capitalize? That's why I say thank you very much, Uber. Thank you very much, Lyft. I can start a fleet on your platform, or I can take every one of your clients, or as many good clients as I can get my hands on. I will take them from you all day long. And the risk, you run a risk of being thrown off the platform. But that's if you're just handing everybody willy-nilly a business card. Here, take my business card. And somebody turns around and says, you try to solicit me. No, you solicit those people where you're on the same level, my friend. You're having a good conversation. They're not going to turn against you. You know how to read people. Drivers are the best psychologists in the world, man. It's like barmen and drivers are the best psychologists in the world. I have my master's in psychology as well, but I try to understand how the human brain, I'm not whoring myself out to every Uber rider, every Lyft rider that gets in my car. No, I am handpicking the people that I want. Positive people, good people. People that I want in my car, people that are funny, people that make me laugh, people that I enjoy the conversation with, that I'm aligned with mentally. All day long. Thank you for the lead. 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 I like that. The Czar says, in 3 years, I want my own fleet of driverless cars. So rephrase that. Say, in 3 years, I will have my own fleet of driverless cars. Write it right now. Put it down. Put it in the universe. Reframe that. That's how I want that. That's wishing for something. The Czar, I want you to write it out. In 3 years time, I will have my own fleet of cars. I want you to write that out. It's the mindset, my friend. It's what you're putting out there. It's what you're attracting. It's the law of attraction. No, and it's not like I want to have, or I wish I could, or that's all wishful thinking. No, I will. Man, the sun is pounding my eyes here. Beautiful day. 78 degrees. 78 degrees. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We're on 55. Super exciting news. Yesterday, I was asked to be a best man at one of my best friends. I've my top 4 best friends. Well, I've been best man on all of their weddings. Next year, June the 22nd, this wedding's at Warwick Castle in England, in a castle. They're a very, very wealthy family. They're throwing a big wedding in England at Warwick Castle, and I'm gonna be the best man. So I'm gonna put quite a speech together, because I want the audience to know how awesome that person is and how awesome the woman is that he's marrying. So I'm excited to give that speech. I really am, and I feel honored, and I actually teared up. Like, damn, he chose me as the best man at his wedding. My wife, let's go, baby. We're flying to England, to Warwick Castle. It's going to be 3 days of partying and alcohol and dancing and romancing and fucking have the best time of our lives. And then we're going to head down to Greece and just chill out on the island, Santorini or Mykonos or Ios or any of those Greek islands. Just chill. So I said, baby, we're going to party like rock stars for 3 days on this wedding, and then we're going to go chill. So, looking forward to something. That's in 2025, right? It's not like, I'm looking forward to be replaced by an autonomous vehicle in 2025 because I'm in the city of Atlanta and Austin. No, I'm looking forward to giving a speech. See, this is how you frame your mind. I'm excited to give a speech at my best man's wedding in 2025. Not, I don't look forward to autonomous vehicles replacing me. So it's all how you frame it. So the Tsar, you still haven't reframed that. You said in 3 years, I want my own fleet of driverless cars. What do you need to write is in 3 years' time, I will have my own fleet of driverless cars. Commercial insurance will run you about $800 a month. A good one. You have to shop around. $800 a month, if you know how to shop. You don't just take the first deal. Model Y, good car. Probably out of the whole Tesla family, the Model Y. I had the Model X. I handed it in. I'm getting my Cybertruck first week of November. We shall see. If I don't like it, I'm going to sell it. But right now, I'm at a location right now where I'm just instructing these guys to put a vehicle. I bought 2 Corvettes. They're putting it on this trailer for me at one of the properties that I'm building at. And I can show you here. And this is a property that I bought. Busy building on it. Where's my... Can I? Yeah. So this is this property that I bought. I'm building on that, building 3 homes. So here, I'm parking all my cars here. I just bought this Corvette. This is a C5, it's in good condition. Just bought this one here, this Mazda, which I'm gonna turn. I'm busy wrapping it. I'm gonna turn that into a street racer. Then that's my Camaro Z28. That one over there, I have probably 30 classic cars. That one over there is a C3. I'm going to get that on the trailer. See, in the morning, I'm driving that down to Long Beach. That's probably my favorite one here. That's my Pontiac. I mean, this is a 500 horsepower beast. That's my favorite one. Now I'm driving onto my property. Got a couple of containers. We do a lot of the drop ship. They're getting that trailer ready for that car there. This is one of the oldest cars. That's not mine. So this property I'm developing right now, building 3 homes on here. So I'm just coming to get this trailer ready, make sure that the car's gassed up so the guys can pick it up in the morning, and then off we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a fantastic weekend. I hope you are safe out there. And I no intention of misleading anyone on the title of my video, because when I say I think it's totally worth still to be with Uber and Lyft, I'm purely talking about the leads that they give you that you can convert into your I'm not talking about Uber and Lyft from an earnings perspective. I'm not talking about Uber and Lyft as like the safety platform, because it's very dangerous. I'm looking at Uber and Lyft as an opportunity to interact with a client. We did a calculation. If I'm doing 15 trips a day times 7 days, and I'm getting 105 strangers in my car, how many of those people can I convert out of those 100? If you can convert 5 or 10 of those people to your private clients, you're doing something correctly, right? So that's the only reason why I say it's still worth being on Uber and Lyft, because give me all your riders and passengers, Uber and Lyft, at least for the next 3 years, because I know I'm going to be replaced by an autonomous vehicle. Or maybe Khosrowshahi and Elon Musk have lunch together and say, come dude, don't go your own way, plug your vehicle into my existing Uber network, and we have a synergy and a partnership. It's all coming, it's all happening. I'm not dreaming this shit up. It's real. At some point, what's real is that they'll say, thank you very much. We no longer need you in Atlanta. We no longer need you in LA. It's coming. So in the meantime, Aaron's in the house, Steven's in the house. I love it. I love it. See, I love this. The SAR says I had to first write it down. Exactly. You write it down. I will have a fleet in 3 years of driverless cars. I love it, my friend. And I'll support you on that journey. You let me know how I can support you on that 3-year journey, okay? Seriously. You let me know. So I wish everyone a fantastic Sunday evening. I think I'm going to go take my lady out for dinner. She's all happy because the Chiefs won. Chiefs beat the 49ers. So I'm coming home to a happy wife. Happy wife, happy life. Happy wife, happy life, right? And I appreciate you all. I really do. You are like my extended family here. All hardworking people. If I can advocate for you, if I can help you, if I can fight for you, if I can support you on your journey, whatever it takes, hit me up. Email and phone number are always in the comments below. Not in the comments, but in the description below. If there's anything I can do for you, I'm only an email away. I'm one email away. And I wish you all a blessed. I wish you and your family all a blessed Sunday night. I wish you a great next week ahead. Make the very best of it, and the most importantly, stay safe. Right? Stay safe out there. And thank you, Thomas, dear friend, for dropping in. Thank you for the donation. He slapped down $9.99. I appreciate that. That's 2 coffees that I get at Starbucks tomorrow. Appreciate that. Hit the like button on the way out and leave your comments. God bless you all. Good night, everyone. Justin Houghton, man, you're a legend. Race, what does it say? Race quit. What does it say? Race quit. Thank you, Justin. You're awesome. I appreciate you. Comes in like last minute. He comes firing in there $20. Damn. That just, that, Justin, that buys me the fuel. I need fuel for the week, right? No, I'm not drinking gasoline. My fuel is coffee. I drink too much coffee, Justin. And Justin, I want to reciprocate, Justin. If you haven't taken my private chauffeur course, I want to send you a free code. I want to reciprocate and give you $70 in return value. So hit me up, email me, and say, hey, it's Justin Houghton. And I appreciate you all. And again, I hope that people didn't feel misled by the title. It was a little bit bait and switchish, I agree. Like, why is he promoting Uber and Lyft? I am purely, again, I'm repeating myself, I'm purely promoting Uber and Lyft, saying it's worth it for the next 3 years as long as you can take as many of their clients as possible. Lead after lead after lead. Lead conversion, right? A lead is an Uber rider. A lead is a Lyft rider. And you are converting that lead into your own portfolio of clients. God bless you all. I appreciate you. And we'll fight on, my friends. Happy Sunday and have an amazing, amazing week ahead. Stay safe out there. That means have the pepper spray ready. Whatever arsenal. I mean, I have an arsenal of different things in this car because I'm not going to take a chance. Like earlier on when I was taking a piss and I almost pissed on this homeless guy's head. I mean, who knows? He could have just gone psycho and maybe he had a knife in his pocket. I don't know. I sure did give him a fright. And so be safe. Dash cams, my friends. Dash cams. Dash cam, dash cam, dash cam. Muy importante. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Adieu. Keep the poker closed. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the poker closed, but I went to 3 damn restrooms. All the restrooms were closed. So when you gotta go, you gotta go. You know that feeling? When you gotta go, you gotta go. Some people piss in a bottle in their car. You gotta go, you gotta go. Take care. And then we have, what's it? Camogello, my team in the house. I'm turning to private clients. Uber is sinking. Camogello, can I send you a free code? It's my friend from South Africa, right? You're from South Africa? Camogello, can you email me? I want to send you a free code. And the Czar. I want to send them both a free code. Nyabonga. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in South Africa. What a great country. Camogello, I don't know if you know this guy, Tuls Mbenge. He won the IBF welterweight title last night in London. Tuls Mbenge, he's Xhosa, he's from the Xhosa tribe. One of South Africa's best fighters. They stayed with me. I go back with these guys for years and years and years, but my kids got to meet them. He won. He beat the guy in London and is bringing the belt back to South Africa. Tuls Mbenge is my bro. Good friend of mine. Tabiso Mchuno, another good friend of mine. Kevin Larina, all big boxers, South Africa's biggest boxers, all good friends of mine. Oh, I just got a Venmo. Lady didn't pay me a tip. That is painful. Private client doesn't pay you a tip. I go mad. 99.9% of the time, I get a tip from a private client. 99, this one just didn't pay me a tip. I cannot believe it. Maybe I have to let them go. I'm too spoiled, man, with private clients and tips. I just literally right now on my screen, there's a Venmo that showed up for $160. There were no tip. I was sort of expecting 180. Throw a 20 on 160. No, but I got 160. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, Joseph, but it's not just a knife. There's a 9mm in this car. There's mace. There's a whole bunch of wonderful surprises if people want to pull a trick in this car. It's not just the knife. You know, you have to be very careful with a gun. A gun can get you into a lot of problems. The knife, the police can't arrest you. Yeah, Uber is screwing over the South African drivers. I see that. I'm reading the news. Stay safe out there, my friends. That's all I can say. Have a good one. Good night, everyone. From the Rideshare Professor till the next live feed. James says, I know that title is a lie. It's not a lie. Because I can tell you right now, James, you don't have a single private client. Otherwise, you wouldn't say it's a lie. I say Uber and Lyft are worth it because every Uber and Lyft rider that gets in the car can become my client. We're making 100%. So the language you don't understand, James, is because you have never driven a private client. Otherwise, you'd understand the title of that video. Make sense? Make sense? Make sense, James? Uber and Lyft, definitely not worth it. You built an app. What app did you build? Let me research your app. Which app have you built? If you've built an app, then you should know. If you have built an app, okay, good. So you got an app that gets your private clients. Where do those private clients come from, James? Yeah, that's good. That's all fine and good. But where did you get your clients from? Yeah, you drive events. Where do you get your clients from? There we go. I get some from Uber and Lyft. Did I make my point? So is Uber and Lyft still worth it for you, James? Just be honest. You just said right there, I get some from Uber and some from Lyft, private clients, which is good. I like what you're saying. There we go. Sometimes when you get a private client and they stay your private client, James, it worked for you, right? Uber and Lyft worked for you. It's worked wonders for me. I have 380 clients. No, I'd love mention the app name. Give it a shout out. I'll support you. What city are you in? I'll give your company a shout out. What city are you in? I say, hey, if you're in this and this city, hit up James for a private trip. Go to his app. I'll give you a shout out. It's a web app. Cool. Dallas. Shout out to everyone in Dallas, Texas. If you need a private trip, James is a private driver. And what is the company called? My company is called Limo Well. Limo Well. W-E-L-L. That's my company. Limo Well. What's EV taxi? Cool. So you have Teslas. What EVs do you have? I like that. EV taxi. But Uber and Lyft will remain valuable to you because you get to convert those private clients. So yeah, no, here's a good point, and I want to address this. So leave children alone says if you are soliciting during Lyft and Uber rides, then you can lose access to their platform. That's in their terms of service. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something. Take it as you wish. You don't solicit every single person. You solicit the ones that you get on well with. You know they're not going to turn you in, right? That's point number one. Secondly, by law, as an independent contractor, you can solicit as much as you want to. So if they want to retaliate and kick you off the platform, you have a lawsuit. I've helped a lot of those drivers file those type of lawsuits. And the company has to put them back on the platform and pay them the lost earnings. So that's all fear language. Oh, you solicit from our platform, you lose access to our platform. Well, the moment you lose access to the platform, you have a case against Uber and Lyft, because as an independent contractor, you can do deals with whomever you want to. And it's how you do it. So you don't chase every tail. You just handpick and select the people that you want. Well, I think we're talking about two different apps here, Nime. Okay, so the one guy is talking about a private driver app where his private clients can go to. If you're developing a rideshare app, yeah, that's difficult getting the riders. Well, you should be able to set your own prices. Remember, in the last terms of service, Uber says you can set your own. Listen to this, and this is why it's all a big bullshit scam. As an independent contractor, you can set your own rates. If you set a rate that was higher, if you say, okay, you got this trip for $100 through Uber, the next trip you take with me is 120, and they find out, oh, you were setting your own rates, and they deactivated you, you have a lawsuit against them because you're an independent. You have independent contractor laws, right? So what they said in their last TOS, terms of service, is they said you can set your own rate as long as it's less than what we provided the client. So if we told the client, the rider, it's $100, you can negotiate $80. Who negotiates down? Which driver will ever negotiate down? Is $100 Uber referral coming, and then he's going to turn around, oh, I'll do this for 80 for you? He loses 20. So Uber says it's fine to negotiate your own rates as long as you go down, you can't go up. In Kenya, they're going up. They'll say, hey, you know what, I'm not driving you for $50. It has to be $80 minimum. Or, I'm giving you an example. Kenya, they don't care. A lot of countries with Uber, they negotiate their own rates. And yes, you are an independent contractor. You make your own independent decisions. It's your vehicle. Correct. Exactly. You're 100% right. So Leave Children Alone says Uber takes most of that $100. So if I'm getting $80, I win. Yes. You know how much more money. Let's use that one as an example. So if Uber charges that rider, follow me here, $100. Let's say Uber takes 70, you get 30. Okay, fair? They get 70, you get 30. $30. Now you're negotiating $80 with that client who is used to paying $100 for that same trip, $100. And you're giving them that trip for $80, right? Which is $20 less than the 100. They are saving $20. They, the client, the rider, your future private client is saving $20 on that, what used to be a $100 Uber trip, right? Now you have $80 in your pocket. What were you paid by Uber on that first time that client was in their car and you had a 70-30 split? You were getting $30. Uber was getting $70. Now you're getting $80. That's $50 more. You just proved the formula right there. It's the easiest way to sell this experience. I will give you a better rate. You're not telling them, actually, by giving you a better rate, $80 instead of $100, I am making $50 more than the $30. You see? Capiche? Follow? So Kamagela says, not South Africa, especially in Gauteng. Some drivers are fools. They prefer to drive more for less. Unfortunately, those are the people that realize after 3 years, their car is done. They're maxed out on miles. They still owe 2 or 3 years of financing. And the car gets repoed. That's fact. Well, Dawood says you are an employee that is forced to accept Uber rates. You're not an independent contractor. Well, they call you an independent contractor, but they're not treating you as an independent contractor. But you're not an employee, because if you were an employee, they'd have to pay you very, very differently. You should be an employee under the way they structured the company, under the way they're paying, under the way they're treating you. You should be an employee on paper, but you're not. According to them, you're an IC, you're an IC plus, independent contractor plus. but they're not treating you as an independent contractor. Make sense? Thank you, everyone. 49 people in the house. We're 40. Is there anyone out there that can still hit the like button before I go? I want to have a nice glass of wine and end the night. I wish you all a great one. And please be safe out there. Thank you for the great input, feedback, suggestions. Greatly appreciated. 40 likes. Anybody 41? Anybody 41? Anybody 42? 41. Thank you. Thank you. We have 41 likes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good night, everyone. Happy Sunday and a happy week ahead. Have a great week ahead. Your next week may be filled with love, happiness, success, money. I wish you all the best for next week. We have 45. You guys rock. The moment I have more likes than people in the room, that's when I'm happy, and that's when I can end the stream. I appreciate you making it 41. Quadwo Totime, Ricky Torres in the house, Joseph Holder, all of you, the Czar. Good night, my friends. Have a wonderful week ahead. Take care.